All right, I have one correction to make from the previous segment. My crack staff, and they are the best in the business, tells me there was a CNN reporter shouted down in 2009 by a Tea Party demonstration, or at a Tea Party demonstration. So we do want to be fair and accurate. All right, in the Impact segment tonight, the AFL-CIO and other pro-union organizations are pumping big money into Wisconsin to try to win hearts and minds, as we told you. Here is the latest TV ad.
When our crew is face to face with a fire, we stand together or we fall together. It's that simple. Now nurses, teachers, and other public employees have come together to stand up for Wisconsin workers. Governor Walker, public employees have agreed to the cuts you asked for, and now they're simply asking that you not take away their rights.
Obviously tough to disagree with firefighters and nurses and teachers, so that ad appeals to emotions. With us now, here in Los Angeles, Fox News commentators Leslie Marshall and Tammy Bruce. So it's a pretty effective ad, right?
Well, it is, but it is manipulative. I mean, because they know, of course, the impact of that kind of a statement. Fact is, like, I'm a member of 2 unions. People who are members of the Tea Party are members of unions. And the people of Wisconsin made a decision in November, as did Americans across the board. Union members voted for Republicans and Tea Party candidates. And the people of Wisconsin threw out the entire Democratic legislature and voted in people who said that they needed to make a change. Look, states are broke. This is about making sure that union members and everyone else is going to be able to keep their jobs. Detroit has been under order now by Michigan to close half of their schools.
Half of their schools. But if you're trying to win hearts and minds, and this goes back to the first segment, that's the way to do it. It's get a firefighter or get a teacher or a nurse or a police officer, whatever you want, who's a real person and says, look, here's what Walker's trying to do. It's going to hurt me and my family. That's the way to go.
But Americans know we've got to make a decision. Is public policy going to be made by unions and manipulative 30-second ads, or is it going to be in the hands of the people and the voters of each state? That's what it comes down to.
When you saw the interruptions, Leslie, I'll ask you what I asked Combs. I don't think that does the union people any good at all, to shout down Fox lies, scream and yell and act like idiots out there.
Well, I heard one guy, Bill. I mean, I haven't been out there in Madison.
We have tons.
But, you know, there are a lot of people that are not happy with Fox News. Heck, a lot of people that aren't happy that I do this show, that I'm on Fox News Channel.
I mean, I think we have a pretty balanced presentation here. We have plenty of people who are supporting the unions on this program, plenty of them.
I'm one.
Right.
Yes.
And Combs is just, you know, we try to do that. But just look, I thought that ad was very effective. Even though I agree with Walker that he's got to get the budgetary process under control, although I would look for a compromise if I were the governor, some way in to give the union some face. Let them save some face. I'm on the governor's side because it is crazy with the pensions and the benefits, and states are going bankrupt. Right here in California, they totally lost control of it out here. You guys live here. They totally lost control of it. All right, they can't afford to pay them. But if you run an ad that humanizes the union people and say, look, my family is here. This is what I signed up for. Now you're taking it all back, and you don't want to give me any representation. My job isn't protected. That's effective. It's
very effective, because what the ad does is it takes it away from politics and focuses on the real victims here that are the people. But Tammy says it's
manipulative, because the larger picture is, if you don't get the budget under control, every American suffers.
I wouldn't agree, because the budget in Wisconsin is not going to affect the budget in California, is not going to affect the budget in Ohio.
But every state that's in trouble, and most of them are, have the same problem that Wisconsin has.
Yeah, but this is not
budget shortfalls because of pensions and perks.
This is not about the money anymore, Bill, and you know that.
It's not about the money right now, because they are going to give back. But down the road is what Walker's trying to get under control.
What the governor is not doing, what you even said you would do, Bill, is compromising.
I would try to find a way in.
The best negotiation is when we both walk away with something that we wanted, but we both leave something on the table. These teachers and these nurses, what do you walk away with? You go, okay, I'll take less money, I'll contribute more to the pensions, I'll contribute more to health care. Oh, and it's illegal for me to strike, and don't let me collectively bargain. You're leaving them with nothing. You're stripping them of their dignity.
Does she have a point here that you're hurting the workers so much that they basically are powerless?
Well, you can ask the teachers who are going to be out of a job in Detroit about what the give back is that they're saving these jobs. And when you're saving the jobs of the union members, you know, this is a great argument to have about how much you're going to contribute.
But is Walker's threat to lay off 1,500 workers next week, Is that a threat? I mean, just like
Look,
a malicious
he is
threat?
there to govern. What's happening? And the story here, too, is the Democrats have fled. I mean, this is a man who's got to govern. He was elected to govern, and he's going to do it. And you noted that those poll numbers. The people of Wisconsin support him by a 10-point margin.
No, that wasn't Wisconsin. That was a nationwide.
Nationwide.
We're waiting for Wisconsin
even still,
numbers.
in November, we know what the numbers were. This was the same fight in November.
The people in Wisconsin put in Republicans.
And it was
absolutely.
the same argument. It was the same fight, and the people of Wisconsin decided.
Let me give Leslie the last word. Go.
Well, I'm telling you, the governor, by holding these people, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of you holding me in front of you and somebody shooting at you, because that's what the governor's doing.
But I would do that.
Yeah, you would, Bill.
No, I wouldn't, Leslie.
No.
I protect you with my life.
I hope
and
so.
Everybody
You're much taller
knows
than I am. But no, the governor can't do this. Hold these employees' jobs and say, hey, look, if you don't come back, legislators, politicians, I'm going to fire these people.
Well, he did it in Michigan, as Tammy pointed out. He did it in Michigan. They let half the schools go. So
this is about survival.
That's what's next. If they don't get